Who's that all-powerful being who creates our illusions? Who is responsible for the errors we make and the thirst we feel? Who is that being that keeps us tied to the worldly pleasures and pain? God. We are generally under the impression that God is beyond worldly things. So, where do these feelings come from? Who covers the pure and clean soul with all the humanly emotions? We humans are very proud animals. In the pride of our intelligence, we take nature for granted. But we forget we have come from nature. In this video, we'll talk about the goddess who makes us intelligent and also makes us fools. This video will mostly rely on Markandeya Purana. Devi Mahatyam, which is a portion of Markandeya Purana, says that goddess Mahamaya is all-pervasive and eternal. This world is her manifestation. She is the cause of our liberation, and at the same time, she is the one who binds us with this ever-changing world. Markandeya Purana was composed between the 3rd and the 6th century CE, but the cult of the goddess is much older than that. Mother worship has been a part of human life since the dawn of civilization. Probably the first mother goddess was Earth, who gave primitive humans food, water, and protection. So eventually it became a part of the ancient fertility cult. It is believed that in India, goddess-centric spirituality rose in prominence during the Indus Valley civilization. Eventually the scope of mother worship expanded from the physical world to the spiritual world, when a question started bothering intellectuals. What is that power that makes us different from the non-living world around us? We think, we love, we make mistakes. The idea of a unifying force responsible for everything that we call energy nowadays was introduced in Rig Veda, which is the oldest of all sacred literature in Hinduism. Devi Suktam or Vak Suktam, composed by Rishika Vak, the daughter of Rishi Amrin, talks about an all-pervasive, all-powerful, all-knowing goddess. The origin of Shaktism or goddess-centric Tantrism can be traced back to this verse. Devi Mahatyam can be marked as an important Shakta text. Many tantric literature recognize the significance of Devi Mahatyam. According to Katyayani Tantra, each verse of Devi Mahatyam is a mantra. Damara Tantra says that Saptasati is the greatest of all stotras, just like Hari in all Devas. Indologists also considered it to be a very important Purana, as it was translated into several European languages at very early dates. In Shaktism, the goddess is given the utmost position. In Devi Mahatyam, the Devas praise Goddess Chandika by saying that the creative force of the goddess gives birth to everything. She is the energy that makes it move continuously, and in the end, everything gets dissolved into her. She is Adda or Adi Shakti, which means she is the primordial energy and matter. In Shaktism, there are two divisions, Srikula and Kalikula. The Srikula Shaktism is more prominent in South India, where goddess Tripura Sundari sits in the center. This division worships a softer aspect of the goddess. Kalikula Shaktism, on the other hand, focuses on goddess Kali and the fierce aspect of the goddess. Kalikula division is more visible in northern and eastern India, especially in Bengal. Hence, quite naturally, Markandeya Purana and the legends of Goddess Durga are very crucial in Bengali culture. We can say the grand festival of Durga Puja emerged from Markandeya Purana. Saptasati sheds light on two different aspects of the goddess. One is the control and power that she has over our senses, and the second one is all about the fierce nature of Prakriti, the way Prakriti punishes those that cross their limits in arrogance. Goddess Mahamaya is the one who reigns over our senses. Not only us, but she creates Maya for Lord Vishnu also, thus known as Vishnu Maya. How does she influence us? She lives within all creatures in the form of consciousness, intelligence, sleep, hunger, power, thirst, forgiveness, modesty, peace, faith, beauty, fortune, memory, compassion, contentment, motherhood, and error. This particular hymn is known as Aparajita Stuti or Tantrika Devi Suktam. In Devi Mahatyam, we repeatedly see that the goddess brings demons to senses. Demons here represent deluded minds that have forgotten their limits. No one should take pride in their knowledge and wisdom, as the goddess, who herself is Mahavidya or supreme knowledge, can pull the wisest of men into delusion. The stories of Goddess Chandika fighting demons can be interpreted in various ways. You can take them as they are told. You can interpret them as the constant struggle between positive and negative forces in life. You can also see them as the soul's struggle to attain liberation from Maya. In general, the seer refers to her as Devi or the goddess. However, we also get to know various other aspects of hers. Goddess Ambika, for example, is the energy that resides within gods and makes them powerful. One of her loud screams burned vigorous demon Dhumralochan into ashes. In the chapter of Mahishasura, the goddess appears in the form of Chandika, a radiant warrior. Her 1,000 arms are penetrating all directions of the universe. She alone fights the whole asura army and defeats them gloriously. In the Shumbh Nishumbh chapter, the goddess appears in different forms. From the brows of Goddess Ambika, Goddess Kalika appears. She is the fiercest of all. Her lolling tongue, her glowing red eyes, and her terrifying roar devastated the asura army. She slayed valiant Chanda and Munda and received the title Chanda-Munda from Goddess Chandika. She also destroyed Raktabij, a demon that multiplied himself from the drop of his own blood. Interestingly, she is the primary figure in Tantric traditions. Later on, we see the Shaktis of all Devas are coming forth to fight alongside Goddess Chandika. For example, Brahmani, Maheshwari, Kumari, Vaishnavi, Varahi, Narasimhi, Aindri, and Shiva. Seeing the combined strength of the goddesses, Shumbh complains that he is fighting on his own, while Devi Chandika is fighting depending on others. Hearing this foolish claim, the goddess replies, "I am alone in the whole world. There is nobody else other than me. The goddesses that you are seeing are nothing but the projection of my own power." In Devi Mahatyam, we repeatedly see that the demons don't consider women to be a meaningful form of intelligent beings. A woman is just an object that is to be collected in the pride of powerful men. Seeing Goddess Ambika's captivating beauty, Chanda and Munda suggest to their masters Shumbh and Nishumbh that they have seized all the precious things from the Devas. So only they deserve to own the most beautiful woman in the world. Hearing this pleasing suggestion, Shumbh sent a messenger to the goddess and asked her to surrender to him. The goddess, who controls the universe, smiled and threw a small challenge. If any of them can defeat me, can be my husband. And we know what happens next. In Hinduism, it's never about who is stronger, men or women. Hindu philosophy sees Prakriti and Purusha as complementary forces. No one better, no one worse than the other. But due to the delusions created by power and strength, people forget the importance of others, the importance of Prakriti. Prakriti, on the other hand, tolerates a lot, but when it gets angry, it does not spare anyone. The whole story of Devi Mahatyam is a lesson on human nature, the results of arrogance, and the supreme power of the universe over us. Humans are intelligent beings. They take pride in their intelligence and sometimes take the natural world around them for granted. But we forget if Prakriti comes to fight us, we stand nowhere. It's better if we embrace the other side of Prakriti, her motherhood, her motherly love towards us. That's it for today. If you have reached here, then you must have liked this video. So please do like, share and subscribe. It will help me a lot. Thanks for watching. See you soon.